Hello everybody, welcome to a modular plot. Let's have a look around and do a little plot tour. It's the beginning of August. I've not been down too much recently, so the weeds are getting ahead of everything. So let's have a look what happens when you don't actually make it down to the plot. So let's start with the raspberries. So these are coming along. Not as high as last year, but we're starting to get some flowers and buds are coming along. Should be really exciting getting into raspberry season. These are the peas. Let's go in and have a look. So we did finally get some of these purple ones. I'm going to be saving these for seed, I think. And then here's some of the old champion of England. I need to harvest some of these today. And the Monge too on the end. Coming along. It's probably not been the best year for peas, and I've started to get little tiny caterpillars inside them. So that's fun. Only on the champion of England. But we'll have a little look around. The beans are starting to reach the top of their canes, which is fabulous actually. And there's one or two, there's some flowers coming along. And round here, we've just got the first beans of the season. It's pretty exciting. Okay, the lettuce is all starting to go to seed. You can see it all jumping up here at the back. So I'm going to whip all that out, feed it to the compost heap, maybe harvest one or two of these little ones that are still squat. Parsnips are going well, not really much to worry about there. A few bits of weeding needing doing. Here's the little carrot section. I've pulled out what I had in before, except for a couple of them, and I've re-sown it, and we're starting to get a bit of germination. Let's have a look at the germination a bit closer. Whee. So there's little green bits popping up. They're going to be my autumn crop of carrots. These are the potatoes that are going to come out today. Hopefully I'll get on and do a separate little vid for the potato harvest, see what's going on. The two closest ones are main crops, they're going to wait a bit, and then there's some second earlies and early main which have kind of all come together. So I've not cleared out my shallot bed yet, so all the shot slots are gone, but needs just picking over for weeding, and then attempting on re-sowing with leeks. The onions are just approaching their final days. I think I'm going to give them over 2 weeks and then take them all out. A couple have started to fall over, but I want a few more falling. Let's have a little closer look. So there, my little red ones. And then some white onions next to it. From my last tour, these are the ones that were kind of in shade from the long grass next to it. They're going to be like a little salad onion, I think. Strawberry red's muddling along. Might actually go in and do some staking down of bits and bobs. Get some fresh plants for next year. Let's go and pop over here and have a look at the squash and sweet corn bed. So, on my experiment, the one in homemade compost is flying, encroaching on this area. I'm alright with that. This one in manure, it's getting there, but it's well behind. And then, this little rascal, this is in my dirty compost, and that is going really strong, he likes it. And the sweet corn, not the tallest stuff that I've ever seen, but we are starting to get some ears coming along. Let's have a little look behind here. So they'll come out, get pollinated, and hopefully turn into some yummy sweet corn. I've got like about 6 weeks left of summer until like the middle of September where the whole weather breaks, and then hopefully they'll be done by then. I might have been a bit late. Then these are Delicatas, which look really quite happy. A bit of a smaller squash than the Blackfoot Sues behind me. Yeah, these look nice. It's just an exciting time when your squashes start to go crazy and fill up the space. And these ones around here, which are in the shadow of the tree, I think they're in the kind of like the root shadow of it as well, so they've been very much slower than say this lot here. So this is one of the perennial beds that I'm trying to get going this year, and we've got last year's nasturtiums which have come around really nice, but they were originally this little powdery yellow kind of one, but they must have crossbred last year, because they are some gorgeous red ones coming in. And the rhubarb's finally taken, and this is my best artichoke. I've been a lot happier since they've got into the ground, growing up some roots and stuff, but still a few years on actually getting an artichoke off them. And lastly, my brassicas. So the Romanesco's flying. All of the rocket over here is going to seed, so let's hopefully pull that, and the sprouting broccoli on the left is coming along. There is a volunteer potato next to that I'm going to try and reclaim some of the spuds and see if they're any good. Some more flowering rocket, and then here's the broccolis. Hopefully you can see through the mesh. They're not as impressive as I thought they'd be, but we'll give them some time. And the other week I resowed some more rocket in here because it's tasty. And lastly, have a look what's going on in Compost Corner. Volunteer potato from one has gone humongous, and this is what happens when you leave a bit of bare earth here for say a month or two, full of weeds again. So I'm going to chop all this back and give it a clear.